And also it will soon be a year of recreational stores, marijuana stores open.
Sales, yeah.
And it's interesting. I want to talk about all the things that have happened, the famine and the scourge, plague.
I actually saw the seventh circle of hell open up January 2nd.
Yes, and it has yet to close. Those are some kind of interesting things that have occurred since this hellacious thing happened. I have to tell you that MMD of Colorado posted an ad on Craigslist, and a person wrote, and I kid you not, "F you, you pothead faggot." Like, responded to the ad with that.
Wait, so you couldn't say fuck, but you could say faggot.
Right. My New Year's resolution is to quit with the F word.
Fuck. Yeah, but we're not to the new year yet. You got to get it all out of your system.
Both F words.
All the F words. That's right.
Well, no.
That's right.
See, but this is supposed to be.
Horrible?
We have the right to free speech. We don't have the right to be offended. You can be offended all you want, but nobody has to cater to that shit.
No, and I'm not doing it because I think that the word offends people. Although I think it does offend people, I'm doing it more because it's not me. It's not the image I want to portray. It's not what I want to say in front of my 10-year-old. I find my son repeating my words so much, my thoughts and my beliefs, and it's amazing when I hear him talking and I want it to be words that I want to hear back, and that's not one of them.
That's a good enough reason.
Thank you.
That's quality reason. So
it's also another reason why I'm not going to say "huh" anymore. 'Cause there's nothing worse than having the kid go "huh." I'm like, oh god, that comes from me. Yeah, so I'm going to have a whole vocabulary change. I'm going to have to learn a whole bunch of new words so that I can replace the words that I have relied upon for so long with words that make me sound, I don't know, maybe like I actually do have a master's degree.
A master's degree?
I do have a master's degree.
Nice.
you couldn't tell though, because
It's
says
because
fuck all the time.
exactly.
That's such a foul mouth.
Exactly. Again, I need to up my game just a little bit.
See, so I don't have my master's degree yet. I've got school books at home that I've had for. Oh my God! Look, I can hear myself. Holy shit!
Yay! And I'm not saying that smart people don't say that word.
No, it's just the general way that people think, though. That people think that, like, I would imagine that when people generally listen to people like me speak, when every other word generally is a bad word, then I can only imagine what I'm sure that he did. You've been here now for 8 minutes. It's just how the dog rolls.
Boone's been holding it in all day long.
All day long. So he's like, I know we're going to that place tonight. I'm going to poo on the floor.
Sorry, but go ahead.
Oh, yeah. There's 3 giant candy bars out there.
Well, first break, I got it.
So
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt but we had to talk about poop.
We did. It's December 15th. We missed last week. We had to get in poo this week.
Oh, yeah, we did miss last week.
Somebody was out of town.
I was out of town. Yeah, and I'm going to talk about that. We've been ping-ponging back and forth with things. It's always interesting to me to leave the state of Colorado and go to an oppressive, non-marijuana friendly environment. And even though I'm not a smoker, and so it's not like I'm, oh my gosh, I need to smoke, or I wish I could smoke, or any of those kinds of things, having just saying something about marijuana out loud, you kind of turn around and wonder. You assume that people get wide-eyed. You assume that people are wondering, why did that person mention that? It's just weird. It's just weird.
Well, because we get to act so freely here.
That's right. We
act freer than we are. We think that we can still go outside and go smoke weed and that we can just do whatever we want now. We can't. Our brains, for those of us that have lived here, say, oh, it's regulated like alcohol. That means I should be able to go out and consume it somewhere, like at a bar. Wrong answer. So I'd like to get Warren one of these weeks to get an update. Yeah, for different reasons, I'm sure.
Oh, right.
But I'd like to get some updated information as to where we're at with the public consumption, because I mean, is that got to be our big battle for next year, or one of our big battles?
Is anyone who's fighting the fight? Nobody.
Nobody. Like, it's stopped. Like, I've been saying for years, if the federal government wants to put a big squash down on a lot of stuff, legalize weed. That will shut the vast majority of us down.
Well, and what's interesting,
in ways that we don't want to.
That's right. So those of you who don't know, Red Rocks Amphitheater is the most beautiful music venue in the entire planet.
Yep.
And one of the things that you could count on when you went and saw a show at Red Rocks is, as soon as it got dark, the plume of smoke got lights, right? And you never really thought about it. I mean, everyone was kind of careful, but you knew that everyone was going to be smoking. And now...
Even at Film on the Rocks.
Even at Film on the Rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if it's the Big Lebowski. But now,
I think I know where this is going.
where is this going?
Are they trying to tell me I can't get high during concerts at Red Rocks?
Yes.
That is
Well,
not
but
gonna
we've
not
never
happen. That's
really
not going to
been-
not happen.
I've seen so much.
You've never
That's
really
maybe
been
not-
able to. It's not like, I mean, if
It's
they...
not like it's ever been sanctioned. You're absolutely right.
Right. If they catch you, they still yell at you. I mean, it's
I was
never...
going to say put it out, but there's like 5 other blunts like, all right.
They used to throw you out back in like the 80s, 90s. Like the first concert I got kicked out of was Primus and
When they're
Meat
promoting
puppets.
it with the 420 Wiz Khalifa show, how are they going to say you can't smoke?
Right, because
The
because
When-
it's
under
law.
the influence.
When you're
Yeah,
there,
the under
the
the
worst
influence to it.
thing,
Under
the worst thing at the show is when you're standing next to the cigarette smoker,
Oh.
inhaling the secondhand smoke.
Tangentially, do you guys know that Wiz Khalifa has a rolling paper line?
Mhm.
You knew this?
Yeah. They're called paper planes.
Wiz Khalifa,
Uh,
paper planes or whatever.
no, I'm like the
Oh.
paper. They're like paper planes. They like roll them and put them together and make them look like.
Oh no, he's got a line.
Yeah.
Like you buy.
I'll just
Wiz
look it
Khalifa
up
rolling
right
papers.
now.
Wiz Khalifa brand rolling
Wiz
papers.
Khalifa brand.
Well, there's Bob
rolling-
Marley brand.
But you
and
can do that.
there's
We could get
Raw
Cannabis Radio
brand.
Because
brand
he
rolling
also was
papers.
like always big with Easy Riders too, which is
Oh
like,
really?
He
All I
always-
can find is the album.
he always talks about Easy Riders, which is like a rolling paper, like raw or zigzag.
It's just funny to me. It's funny to me.
Why would it be
I don't
funny?
know. It's just funny. The other thing, do you know that is that
It says Raw sponsors them.
I'm not surprised because they are indeed unbleached, all that kind of stuff. So they
2-pack Raw Wiz Khalifa Loud Pack Rolling Papers Classic King Size 1050 on eBay.
For how many?
on eBay.
Just a
Go
pack.
to Rolling Paper
32?
Depot, boys and girls, if you're gonna. buy some
1050.
papers.
But this comes in this with this like poster. $5.49
Oh,
by
with a
itself.
poster, with a Wiz Khalifa poster.
I don't smoke posters.
TGOD.
The other thing I wanted to bring up today so who smokes blunts in this room? 1, 2. And there's no such thing as a non-flavored blunt, right?
Yes, there is.
Yes,
There
It's
is.
always tobacco flavored.
Well, there's
That's
like
tobacco.
There's
the
no
rolling
flavorless.
papers, which I know are bad for you, and then there's like you can split open a Philly or
And you can get a regular
White
plain-
Owl.
Okay,
Well-
so you can get a non-gross flavored blunt.
I mean, grape is not a gross flavor at all.
Yeah, you smell like I did in 3rd grade when I chewed Hubba Bubba bubble gum,
Hubba Bubba
which
Bubble
I'm
Gum is
not saying is a bad
That's a
thing.
hell of a thing to say.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm
Hubba
just saying-
Bubba Bubble Gum is great.
Hubba
It
bubba
can
bubble
be.
gum.
Hubba
I
Bubba
liked,
Bubble
I
Gum.
liked grape. But so do you guys ever smoke cones?
Yeah.
The bulk
Yeah.
of cones are flavored. You can
What?
get white chocolate flavored cones.
Nah,
Is that-
G. I would like roll my
like
own.
Cones the company.
Like cones, like a big joint, a cone-shaped joint.
Yeah, no, you roll your own. You like roll it thin at the bottom and it gets fatter towards the end, and that's what makes it a cone. I like they have like the ones where you put the things.
Oh,
in there.
there's
And-
juicy flavored where you can get.
Juicy does all the flavors.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
that's right.
those things. Okay,
But,
they're
Yeah.
like the
but
little
other companies
tubes.
besides Juicy, yeah, the tubes. Other
what
companies
you're talking
besides Juicy's make all these flavors, like stupid flavor. Who wants? I kid you not, train wreck flavored papers. Well, what if you are
Train wreck
smoking?
flavored.
I don't know, something that's not train wreck, and you don't want your paper.
What does a train wreck taste like?
Like it
tastes like
tastes like the
That
strain.
was the dab I took before I left the house.
Right. Do you want, if you're smoking a cone of, I don't know, Harlequin, do you want it to taste like train wreck also?
Well, it probably wouldn't be too bad.
Okay, work
I mean,
with me on this.
Well, it's just you got to pick a better strain. Like.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, anything, just
So
not
how
a
about
CBD
something?
one.
How about something? Okay. How about something also very, very skunky, like a Durban with a train wreck?
I would. So
Oh.
all you have to say right there is anything like a flavored anything with Durban, blah. Because
Right,
like
'cause you
Durban
want-
is
you
so
want
delicious,
Durban,
you want to
that's right.
taste nothing but that.
That's right.
So you're right. I wouldn't not want.
If it was a Durban flavored paper, that would be amazing.
That would be
Yeah, because then you could
freaking awesome.
then you could smoke any like skunky whatever, and it wouldn't matter what it tastes like. 'cause
No,
your
you would
paper-
smoke Durban out of it and be. Yeah,
You'd
that
have
would
it be double Durban.
It'd be twice as awesome.
That'd be awesome. So I have to pick up some dog poop.
So let's take a little break,
Okay.
and we'll be right back.
Bye. Gosh darn it.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
The Law Office of Edson, Mayton and Matz provides criminal defense, family law, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running a medical marijuana center, optional premises cultivation operation, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout the state of Colorado. We're focused on providing high-quality service and customer satisfaction. We will do everything we can to meet your expectations. WarrenEdson.com. Edson, Mayton and Matz in Denver, 303-831-8188, and in Aspen, 970-948-7183. WarrenEdson.com.
You're listening to iCannabisRadio.com.
And we are back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Smooth Listening Jazz. If you're here for the long haul, please grab a pillow. Just go ahead and get cozy and comfortable now. We're going to pull out some decaffeinated coffee and some, I don't know what else.
Some
Close your
some
eyes,
crumpets.
scent
Some crumpets. Yeah, see, I'm not calm enough to know how to play this game. But
I drink decaffeinated coffee. You know that, right?
really,
What
Why?
is the point?
I like coffee. I just
What? Well, that's like somebody who does like a whole bunch of blow, but they don't want it to work.
Like I buy the synthetic blow. I just like to snort shit.
Period. Like I just snort baby powder because I like the act of doing this shit.
that's kind of it. That's kind of it.
I mean, that's
I sometimes drink caffeine. You know what?
Webster has a word for that, and I don't know what it is, but I will research it before though.
So I used to go to the Starbucks and I'd order my drink, and it was a skinny vanilla latte, decaf, extra hot, and they called it the Why Bother.
The why bother?
Yeah, I did. Every time they called them that, I was like, no tip for you.
Hold on, wait a minute. It's a skinny.
Uh-huh.
A skinny hot, so like skim milk and
No sugar, no sugar syrup.
No, nothing.
And
What's the fucking point?
and is there coffee in it?
Decaf. Decaf espresso. It's good, but I like it extra hot. Does that help?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, like sure.
Extra hot.
Are you serious right now that you're laughing at my coffee choice?
That's a small amount silly. I'm sorry. I just think of like this extra hot. I'd like my coffee extra hot, please. That's
That's-
extra hot. Not it was not hot enough last time. It only took off 2 layers of skin.
Yeah.
I need extra hot.
That's
like,
for somebody who knows they're not gonna drink it immediately.
like when
No,
it's boiling,
no.
I want it hotter than that.
Yes, because
222
You
degrees.
can't ask them. They will do a temperature for you.
101 degrees Celsius.
No, that's freezing.
No, that's boiling.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
0
101.
degrees Celsius is freezing.
so-
100 degrees
Sorry,
is
you're right,
boiling.
You're right. So as soon as you get your coffee and you drive away and you take a sip, it's great. You take
No,
another
it's not.
sip,
It hurts like hell.
another sip, and it's too
Are you?
cold.
Maybe you and I have.
Are you the coffee brothers, really?
Well,
No, I mean like we're
you
having a
must
different
have-
coffee experience than you are.
Clearly
Right,
you
because
are.
I get coffee and it comes piping hot
And you
to
sip
where.
it.
No,
Goes-
I let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes before I start the sipping process because the tip of my tongue hurts
Well, you're not
when I
supposed to-
sip it right away.
Okay. Good.
Oh, shit. Who's that kid with the Oreo cookie?
Ronell.
That is not my fault.
That is
For
an
shame.
amateur move right there.
It's a faux pas. It's an occupational faux pas.
You got to load the next
I
bowl.
just got to make sure that mine's closed. Yeah.
See, I turned my shit off before we started. Or maybe while we were on air. We don't even know how that shit started. I want to hear the beginning of the show. Like when this is uploaded, I'm going to listen to this one. Because we're just going to be yapping about something. People are like, well, I want to hear more about what you guys were talking about. You guys just started and ran on some other tangent.
Yeah, we have been really.
We're ADD today, folks.
So ADD. It's because I had a little bit of coffee.
Nice.
I did. I had some on Mondays. Sometimes I need some coffee, especially when the show is later, to make sure that I was at my tip top. But then it makes me racy, and I get anxiety ridden. This is why I can't smoke.
This is regular coffee.
I've had one Sprite and 2 cups of water today. That's all the
That's all you-
sustenance that I've had so far.
That's bad.
That's
Oh, it's
really
totally bad.
But I've had
Better
no
than-
coffee. I've had no cups of coffee in a week.
But I'm trying to save
No
my
coffee,
money for
no coffee, no tea, no caffeine.
You're
that
trying
comes.
to give up caffeine.
No, I'm trying to gain control.
So what's your process?
Not drink it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what is your process to gain control?
Oh, I mean like where I can go. I'll just have one coffee maybe this week instead of 3 coffees today. Cause I drink espresso.
Yeah.
I drink espresso macchiato, so they're like 3 coffees in one.
Yeah.
But they're like, shot size. So like 3 of those in a day will have me literally shaking. Like I can vibrate across the floor. So I've cut it out completely. And then the thing I work out with, it's bad for my liver, and it says bad with caffeine. So I'm trying to.
The fuck is the dog barking at? Like, he never barks.
He's trying to get some attention, maybe asking people to come and play with him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
So infused coffees and teas.
Ooh.
So, I've got
Great
some at
holiday
home.
gift.
Like, and they're probably a year old. I don't remember where I got them. Probably a cannabis cup or something. I've got infused tea and I think a packet of infused coffee, which I haven't used yet because it seems like taking a Valium with coffee. I mean, unless it's an upper, like Durban Poison, powderized mixed with, whatever mixed with coffee.
Have you
Just
done
sounds
it? Have
10
you?
shades of fucked. No.
So I understand that the coffees are
Coffee goes up. Lots of marijuanas bring you down.
all edibles ultimately.
Right. Crash you down. So it's like the one and only time I ever took Valium, I met with my friend Julie at Village Inn. I gave her a Valium, me a Valium, and we sat there for a few hours drinking coffee. The roller coaster,
Oh, it sounds awful to me.
it was horrible.
Yeah.
We
Was
just
it
got,
the ones with the V in them that looks like the little?
It was so long ago, I can't remember. I have a couple of those at home, though. Like, people just, they're like, here. And I'm like, why are you giving this shit to me? Whatever, fuck it. But it just sits there. And I've got some in a jar that are starting to actually decay. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's not a good experience to do the up and
No, it
down
sounds-
thing.
yeah,
That's, I
it's
mean, they
awful.
even tell you, don't take uppers and downers together. It will kill you.
Yeah, that's like Jaeger and Red Bull.
But those are,
Yeah.
they're so potent.
So-
it makes you really violent, and it gives you all the energy that you need to carry out said
Ugh,
violence.
said right. So you have tried the teas, but you have not tried the infused coffee.
No, I didn't try the tea either.
haven't tried the
I only
tea?
had one packet of each, and I really liked the packaging, so I just didn't want to open it.
Have you guys tried infused coffees and teas?
I have not. I'm new to them. I'm sorry.
Nope.
So there
Back in the day, we used to make tea.
the teas used to be really common because it's much easier to make the teas. The coffees they take instant coffee, and then infuse it and.
Is it bad if I say that I kind of like instant coffee from time
Yes.
to time? Like, it's just a nice, smooth, easy, quick fix.
No, that's not terrible.
I don't think that's bad. No, like especially if you have like a small addiction.
Just a once in a great while kind of thing, you know. Like one just appeared the other day, and I drank it. I was like, "Why does this taste so different? Like it's smooth and very not coffee-like. There's a hint of coffee." So, oh, that's instant. I was like, "Oh, weird."
I don't know that I've had a lot of
fake.
instant coffee in my life.
Yeah, it's like fake flavored crystals.
GMO.
Yeah. Like, here, watch us flavor this sugar for you.
Everything's coffee flavored right now.
Coffee's huge.
I
Bacon
love
and
coffee
coffee.
flavored ice cream.
I do too. That's been one of my favorites since before the coffee crate.
That's
like,
as terrible as
forever.
peanut butter ice cream.
Those are two
I
of my
love
favorite
peanut
things.
butter, but peanut butter ice cream is just bleh.
So when we were on vacation last week, we went to get frozen yogurt, and I got my two favorite flavors together, candy cane and chocolate, and I just thought that I was the happiest girl
Candy
ever.
cane.
Candy
So-
I
cane.
got a bunch of candy cane Hershey Kisses at the house. I should have brought them
Have you had the candy cane Oreo cookies yet?
a couple years ago. Jenny was super obsessed with all the different Oreo flavors. So anytime a new one would come out,
They have some dumb new ones.
What?
that
Winter. Winter's not a flavor. Just to clarify, in case you were wondering, winter is not a flavor.
Depends on her color at the strip club.
is true.
Winter could be the flavor of the nights.
Are they at least blue?
No, they're red. They're red. Winter flavored Oreos. Cake batter? Why do that?
Those are delicious.
Are they?
Yes. They're, but it's a little too much
Too much.
for the Oreo. Like the
sweet.
cookie kind of, like the cream is delicious. The cookie and the cream together is a little much.
That's extremely gluttonous.
What do you think about vanilla
That's America, man.
Oreos?
I love
haven't had
vanilla. That's not the yellow ones, right?
I think they are yellow. I like vanilla flavor more than chocolate.
Me too.
Yeah. Like
Me too.
I would take a vanilla milkshake over a chocolate milkshake.
It's crazy talk.
What? Are you a chocolate boy?
Banana split
I would
Oreo.
go chocolate over vanilla. I would probably go more strawberry though.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
Oreo cookie with green tea ice cream flavor cream.
That's excessive.
That does not sound good. What else? Banana, you said?
Banana split
I don't know what the point of that is.
Oreo cookie with orange ice cream flavored cream.
Okay, so I could get into that. I like creamsicle. I could totally get into that. What else?
Okay, so this
Oh my God,
list
this
here
is-
that I'm pulling up is
clearly we're
ranked
hungry.
from awful to awesome. So
Okay.
number 16 is banana split. Number 15 is rainbow sherbet.
Sherbet. Yuck. That's dumb. That's a dumb Oreo flavor.
That is dumb. Watermelon.
That is
I love watermelon
stupid.
candy, but those have
But with
got
it-
to be disgusting.
In between a
But
Oreo
they might
cookie.
not be. Yeah, that seems
This
gross.
this is such a stoner snack.
It sounds like
List.
Japanese food.
But this is all real.
Okay.
Japanese.
Berry burst ice cream.
What is with the all these ice
Ice
cream
creams?
flavored Oreos? That was
I don't
clearly-
know. So
What
that
num-
way they can add vanilla to it and call it something new that
Right.
they've already done before. They
That's
just
right.
give it a new name.
I mean, it's like because I just couldn't even wonder what demographic they're pitching this at, and I'm gonna go with probably the lazy. So instead of getting ice cream, you just get the Oreos out and kind of kill two birds with one stone.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right.
So
All right,
you're
An
not-
ice cream cake.
before we take a break, let's do a couple more flavors.
Well, there's chocolate birthday cake at number 12, cookie dough at number 11,
That could
which
be
I love
good.
cookie dough ice cream, but those are kind of gross.
I would try that.
They're just weird. They're too much too. It's like the cake batter. They're both good flavors. Just
I'm having trouble kind of.
this is real sweet and it's hard to. You can only
Yeah.
eat one or two, and then you're like, oh, I'm good.
Got a question. Do you
These
eat
are
the
good,
Oreo?
though.
Do you eat it or do you take
Both.
off? You do both.
Yeah, like if I got milk, I like to dunk them. If I'm really hungry, I'll eat them both, or I'll eat it all together. If I'm just really high and being a stoner, I will get the mega stuffed ones and I'll just open them up, eat the cream out, and throw the cookies away. Sometimes I'll eat one half of the cookie.
What do you guys do? Do you eat them or do you take off the cookies and eat the cream separately?
I eat them whole.
You eat them whole. Me too.
You're gonna think I'm weird, but I don't eat Oreos. If I saw them, I would probably. My daughter's probably gonna take them from me. But if I were to, I would split it in half, and probably.
You don't eat Oreos because you don't care for them, or you don't care for cookies, or there's
No,
something
those
mentally wrong with you.
No, those like the ingredients are just far too. And then when I found out that what the white stuff was,
Yeah, there is no food in an Oreo cookie.
I know.
It is.
No, it's
it
just
is
lard
absolutely
and
manufactured.
sugar,
Yeah,
Like the
there's nothing.
Frosty.
flour, and gunk.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of any of that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a fan either, but doesn't mean that I don't like it.
Something
But-
Europe taught me.
Well, then
right,
the
one
last
more.
10 really quick are golden birthday cake, chocolate cream, marshmallow crispy, which I would be interesting. The golden ones, that's number 7, so we're getting more towards
Is that what I
the
call
good
vanilla?
stuff.
The golden ones? What does it say?
Probably. It's just they're the yellow ones, sandwich regular. Says
I think
kind
that's-
of boring, but sometimes just what you want. Number 6 is Kool Mints.
Which isn't different from peppermint. I mean, those are essentially the same. The candy cane ones are virtually the same thing. They just look different.
Well, Kool Mint's probably more like a York peppermint patty.
But it's not that. It doesn't have that much of a kick. I've had them.
Interesting.
That stuff looks like the same stuff that's in an Oreo now that it comes to my attention.
Number 5 is peanut
I
butter.
want to try that one for sure.
Number 4 is double stuff head or tails. 3 is double stuff. 2 is lemon.
No,
Gross. Why is that close to like
no.
the best ones?
No.
Sick. And number 1 is classic. So I don't agree with the order of everything on this list. Like 1 is the best and 16 was the most awful flavor. But lemon, like I don't like. Lemon is hard to eat now that it's used in every single cleaning solution damn near ever. It's like, am I eating food or did I overdust?
Right.
You know, did I drink some Windex? What's happening? We should take a break.
We'll take a break and we'll come back with a year in review.
Oh shit, man. That sounds like something we should have prepared for.
Yeah, not really.
Okay,
We'll be
good.
back.
We'll be right back.
The law offices of Edson, Maiden, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
You're listening to iCannabisRadio.com.
So I just want to say the word fuck, just because I still can, and it doesn't make me sound any less professional because that's what you've come to expect from me. Just wanted to put that out there.
I just burned myself a little bit.
Don't do
just a little
that.
bit.
You
It's
gotta
all
be
right.
careful.
I'm not saying that other people can't. I'm just saying for me.
Oh no,
that-
I just wanted to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
just
I'm
for me
not.
personally.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging other people. I'm just judging myself.
you want
I
a
am
bong
judging
hit, dog?
myself a little bit that I can't seem to figure out how to light this third wick without burning myself. Finally, I did it. Okay, so I promised a little bit of a year in review.
Did somebody get a picture of you at the CBAs last week or whenever it was?
Not that I know.
Because you looked really good.
Thank you.
So I just want to throw that out there too. So if, for those of you people that are following,
That I do.
You
sometimes
missed
wear
out.
Makeup and brush my hair, and every once in a while wear.
so much so that I stopped and had to stare at you for a few moments and be like, "Is that Georgia? Is that Georgia? Is that?" Yeah, you looked at me. Okay, yeah, that's you.
Ronell, are you going to the Mile High Wellness extravaganza on Friday night?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going.
What are you wearing?
The proper answer is, what are you talking about?
Every year, Mile High Wellness throws a charity event to raise money for whatever the charity is of the year. It takes place at Castman's on
It's the Wonderland Ball or something.
Friday night. Yep. And it's always a fun event. There's always a lingerie fashion show. And it's a great charity, and tons of people come. You guys should all come out. It's a very fun night.
420 friendly, alcohol.
Food. Warren's cooking.
Castleman's is usually really cool.
Warren can pull the butt out of some pork for sure.
Yeah, he can pull the butt out of some pork for sure. So what are you wearing?
Probably a tie.
And your new shoes that you're getting tomorrow?
No.
Why not?
Because those aren't. No.
Was this Friday, you said?
Yeah, no, those aren't. The shoes that I purchased aren't for events of that caliber.
What are they for?
They're more for like jeans and a t-shirt. And
Oh, I thought these were your dressy Jordans.
I don't have dress Jordans.
You don't.
No, all my Jordans are to shine on people to go. My shoes are probably better than yours. And
That's what my shoes are for too.
and that's not. And I don't like when I get dressed up like with a suit and tie. I could be next to somebody who has shoes that are like Cavalli or something, and I wouldn't even know it because I couldn't even move up. But I know who got some J's on that don't have my J's on.
And Aubrey has the same shoes that you do.
Nah, she don't have hers. I bought them, but she don't get hers till Christmas.
Is Santa bringing them, or are they from you?
I mean, I guess that's the same person.
Yeah, but the card will say, the package will say from Daddy or from Santa, right? Or is everything from Santa?
I think everything's just gonna be from Santa. She's gonna look at me and be like, "What'd you get me?" And I'm gonna go, pfft. And
No, we get this holiday off, sister friend. Santa
Yeah.
takes care of us.
now I'm buying her. I bought her a Princess TV last year, and it was like the 28 inches or something.
Whoa.
But it was a Princess TV, and at the time everything was Princess.
Yeah.
Now she's kind of got to the point where she's like, my Princess TV is just not big enough. So now she's going at like, I was like, so what type of TV do you want now? She's like a 40-inch. Like, whoa, that's a big jump from a Princess TV to.
You've done this. You are her parents. You have done this.
I mean, I am her parents. Yeah, I know my TV's like 50-something inches. So, but I mean, I don't watch TV. It's crazy. Like I might play like a game of Madden once a week or something. But I don't. My TV collects more dust than it does get channels
So
changed.
I just want to say that breaks a stoner stereotype. Not all people who smoke pot sit and play video games all day long and watch TV.
I can't afford it.
Right.
$7.99, you could get Netflix.
I
Watch all the cartoons you want, brother.
I mean, my daughter.
I do.
I mean, I have Netflix. I have to have it because like there's a point in time where sometimes you want to relax and do need a movie. But my daughter probably watches. She probably doesn't watch. She just probably plays a movie, throws the iPod somewhere else, and then goes and finds it. And
So what you're saying
Right,
is if
right.
we went to your Netflix and looked at your previously viewed movies, it would be all G-rated stuff.
yeah. I mean, there's some stuff that I've watched that you know what I'm saying. I mean,
No,
like
what are you saying?
I watch like documentaries and I watch like comedy shows. I mean, like comedy hours on there. But like a movie, like sit down and watch a movie. There's so many that I cannot commit. Only an hour and a half of my life is kind of expensive.
Right,
so for me to
right.
give it away to a movie,
Right.
I have to know that this movie is kind of gonna rub me the right way, and I mean the right way.
Good way of putting it.
So we watched a movie last night where we didn't spend that much time trying to determine whether or not it was going to rub us the right way. But we watched Saving Santa, which is like...
that
Is this an older movie?
CGI one? There's a new one out that's CGI, Saving Santa.
So it's a cartoon version of Groundhog Day, where in order to save Santa, the elf has to keep going back in time.
He lives the day over and over and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But it's an older one, right? It's older.
I didn't think so.
No,
Maybe
it's
it is.
newer. It's
No.
that one, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay,
it's
okay, okay.
2013. It's so cute. It's so cute. Really funny. And if I want to watch it again because you know how like in Groundhog Day,
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's Groundhog Day, when you went back and
You
watched
get
it
more the
again,
second time.
Yes, you get more of the details. You realize, the things that happen differently are the same. So this little Christmas movie will be that way as well. So I recommend it. Is it amazing and thought provoking and those kinds of things? No.
But was it fun?
Yes.
That's what matters.
Very fun. And when the reindeer talk, it's a good film.
Yeah. Good, and I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, I love like getting in the Christmas spirit with stuff like that.
Well, I've been trying to watch Christmas movies this whole month because I know I can't really afford to do much Christmas, so I'm trying to watch movies to enjoy it. So
Yes.
at night, it's like, all right, this is my time to sit down, take some dabs, kick off my shoes, relax, not do shit. I'm going to watch a movie so I can go brainless for an hour and a half. And last night, because it was snow day, I watched a couple football games, and then I watched Die Hard 1, 2, and 3 because I had to watch
Ooh.
good Christmas movies. So
And Die Hard 2 is a good Christmas movie.
Die Hard 1 and 2.
1 and 2 are both.
They're both Christmas movies. They happen at Christmas time. He's trying to get somewhere for Christmas.
Now, Die Hard
whatever.
3's got Samuel L. Jackson. That's in the middle of Manhattan.
And they throw out a couple of Christmas references, but it's not so much.
Christmassy.
Yeah. So, but it's still in there and whatever. So, but I got Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to throw that down here sometime soon.
Cute.
And
One of the Lethal Weapons is Christmas time, too. So you can squeeze that in if you want to do the Christmas theme.
What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas movie? Oh, man. I would say probably like Bad Santa. Or,
Badder Santa.
I mean, that's once I got the DVD.
Got to get the good one.
And I mean, like, it came out in like 2003. And that was when I had like enough car and enough money to buy my own pot and go to the movies. And I went with some friends, and we smoked like a bunch of pot to go watch it and laughed probably the hardest. And oh my God. And it just happened to be a Billy Bob Thornton Christmas movie.
He's so crazy. Gabe,
Right.
what's your favorite Christmas movie?
What were you saying? Bad Santa?
Bad Santa, yeah.
Yeah, probably Bad Santa.
Of course. Stoner Boys.
See, I think National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
So funny.
That was a good one.
is one of my favorites. That's just great.
You
Although
know-
White Christmas has become a new tradition to watch over
Sweet.
the last few years.
It's sweet.
That's a good one.
I have to tell you, this is going to sound so lame. Home Alone is a darn good Christmas movie.
My daughter loves that.
Both
So
of
we
them.
watch
So
them,
sweet
1 and 2 every
so
year
funny.
that she's out here.
Yeah, they're just. I didn't see it until a couple of years ago, and yeah, so funny, so cute. Little Macaulay Culkin. Oh my gosh, you crazy guy now.
Before drugs got to him.
Before
I think
drugs-
is he?
He's alive.
Okay.
Yeah, there's rumors of him dying like once a month.
Yeah.
He did.
When you see his
He
pictures,
probably
it's
dies
believable.
once a month.
And it's just brought back.
He has a video right now. If you have nothing to do, smoke some and go watch Macaulay Culkin do "I Love Pizza," where he's dressed up like a piece of pizza and sings this song. It's a thing. It's seriously a thing. Unfortunately.
Thanks to the internet, a lot of things are now things. You know.
And we need to make it stop.
You just can't. It's hitting the younger generations, and they're
Just-
snorting Smarties and
Just
and
imagine.
eating spoonfuls of cinnamon.
Ooh, that's retarded.
Those
But just
are-
imagine
those
if
are just-
crack had the internet in the 80s.
Holy shit! There'd be a whole lot more fucked up memes nowadays.
I tell you what.
Holy crap!
Well, let's take a break. When we come back, I want to ask the question: are there too many cannabis competitions?
Are there too many puppies?
No.
Sorry, it's a song. It's a Primus song. Too many puppies.
A
Okay, anyways.
cannabis competition? Like, is there too many competitions of who can smoke more weed than the next person? Like blackouts?
No, that's a good question, but we should take a break because we're gonna have to have a good chuckle about that and debate real quick.
All right.
So we'll be right back.
I'm so annoyed with all the. Hi, come on. Oh no, I asked you. You don't want to.
The law offices of Edson, Maiden, and Matz provide criminal defense, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running medical marijuana centers, optional premises cultivation operations, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout Colorado. With offices in Denver and Aspen, we can offer assistance throughout the entire state of Colorado. Give us a call at 303-831-8188. That's 303-831-8188. Or visit us online at warrenedson.com.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it. On grass. Runongrass.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
I'm Gary Johnson, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio, and I want to say, talk it up, Colorado.
So we just blew our entire wad during the break.
We did. So on to the next thing.
So right, right. So you know, when I'm on Facebook, I see all of these posts from people who are at all of these different pot competitions all over the place, and they call them all kinds of different cups or whatever.
You're
named
referring
after,
to the Emerald Cup right now,
I
aren't
mean,
you?
most recently,
'Cause that's what just happened.
That's the one that just kind of pushed me over the edge.
Because a week or two before was the High Time Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam.
Around Thanksgiving time,
And the Secret Cup just happened last weekend
and the
in
Secret
Las
Cup,
Vegas.
The Secret Cup seems to happen every other month
Well,
somewhere.
somewhere in the country.
Which is fine. I'm just wondering, at one point in time, do we say, wow, these competitions don't really mean anything because there's so many of them? If you enter enough of them and have enough people who can vote or what have you, do they just mean nothing? Or if you're from a business perspective in Colorado, if you're a big enough business and you can afford to enter all of these, because
Well, really, I like to think of it like an employee of the month. Like, this is who's doing good right now, this guy.
But it's just based on who enters,
girl.
and usually it's if you have a lot of money to be able to enter all of these competitions, then certainly you're going to win something unless you really suck, because you're able to enter all of these competitions.
Well, it starts to get like that. There's like the Hemp Connoisseur Championship just happened too. Holy shit. Jesus God. So
And the thing that's different about that is that it is definitely a smaller, more focused kind of competition, and I feel like they have been really smart about how they have advertised it and kept it small and local.
and that's the thing, they really didn't advertise it a ton.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Just
hard
in the magazine.
Right. There was on their website. There was a little bit of info. It wasn't like the forefront.
That's right. You had to search
You had
for it
to
on
know.
the website.
Yeah, you had to know people for that one.
But there's so many of these competitions, and I just, and I know that they're fun to go to. Like, I get that. Sorry, I got dog hair up my nose. I know that they're fun to go to, and everyone really enjoys them because, like you said, it's more of like a festival, and people go and they just smoke a ton, and it's fun. And I just kind of wonder, everyone pats themselves on the back when they win an award at one of these. Does it mean anything? Does it?
Depends.
On?
Like there's a couple things like recognition, like where you think like even like an alcohol company would go, I won a medal at the blah 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 award, whatever, and you can just slap it on your resume.
Absolutely. They
So,
put it on all their
It
advertising.
depends which festival too. Like the Bongathon, which has been going on forever. If you
It's
win
probably a
that,
bigger one.
people are gonna be like, "Whoa, you won the Bongathon!"
Right, but if you won the
Pinning the
X Cup,
following.
nobody's going to give a shit
Yeah.
because the X Cup, well, that's all I'm going to say.
But
What
I'm
is
saying it's
that
pending the
exactly?
It's pending the following. If the following's 100,000 and you win, then approximately 100,000 people have just heard of you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, like that's where it is. It's probably advertising. But then where you think weed doesn't last forever. It's not like I'm going to get the same Coca-Cola in 90 days that I got 90 days ago in the weed industry. If they grow it, we smoke it, they grow some more. So there can be a cup.
So
Pretty
let me
much
ask this-
every harvest.
That's right. Exactly. Which is why the testing rules are the way that they are, because plants are different and they act differently in each harvest. So let me ask this question then. So the clinic has won a ton of flower awards, a ton of them. And I love those guys. Do they have the best weed?
Well, out of the people that they competed against, see, that's the thing. To have a true competition, you'd have to get every dispensary to participate. Because that way you could say, okay, well, and then it just comes down to personal preference. You know, if you got a sample of every nug that from each dispensary, that would be a lot of fucking weed. That'd take a long time to smoke because there's hundreds. Is there still a current list? Because I remember a couple years ago, the map that Warren had always had the updated where they were located. You know, it was crazy map.
I don't think there's something super updated right now. I mean, technically the state website has everything that's state licensed, but that doesn't mean it's got local approval. I mean,
Right.
it should, but
I'll say this. The best weed is a man in China. There's no such thing as the best weed. It just doesn't exist. There's weed that's really good. There's weed that's really good, better than that. But the best weed is all getting smoked, and then it's not the best weed anymore. Then there's another weed that just moves up to the best weed that day until it's all gone. And do you see? So I mean, like, where if you're looking for that optimum nug to go into your head and go, this is the best weed I've ever smoked in my life. So the second you're not high, I'll show you the new best weed.
Right. Yeah. It's just it's current.
It's kind of redundant. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's kind of like a, like a unicorn.
it's just like a unicorn. So should growers participate in these cups, or is it just kind of a?
Well, it's just a way for people to be able to show off what they grow and
See where they're at.
And I would say yes, it would be, especially like where it's like riding a bike. If you guys feel you're the best bike rider, you go hang out with other bike riders, and then you guys see who can ride the bike the fastest, the bestest, or whatever you do. So when it comes to weed, if you guys are growers, yeah, you guys hang out with a bunch of growers, and you be like, my weed is better than your weed this month, and we come back next month and try it again.
It's all personal preference.
At the end of the day, it's personal, and that's all that it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not looking at potency. They're not looking at anything that's kind of scientific. They're basing it on people who pack a bowl, smoke a bowl, and
Depends on
check off
how
a
fast you
page.
eat your bag of chips. If 2 minutes, better weed than a 4 minute bag of chips.
And it really is. And you know what's silly is judging that. So some of the hash that I dabbed, like for the, when I judged the THC championship thing, it's like I try it, say on Tuesday, dab, this one and whatever, and then go through them all. And then I voted. And then I came back to them yesterday and I dabbed, number one, and holy shit, it did not taste like that when I dabbed it the first couple times on that tester day. So even over days, product changes. So
Well, the other thing is-
like the weed could dry out or something, or the dab could get more like air into it or something.
I mean,
Try
I
it a
don't know.
little
I don't
bit
know.
more.
Yeah, something, because it didn't taste like that. It tasted, when I dabbed it last night, I was like, holy fucking hell, where the hell was this one?
Well, and part of, I think, what else happens is, at least with flowers, I don't know if it's so much with when you're doing dabs, but, smoke bowl after bowl after bowl of, in a row. So the first bowl that you smoked, has an effect on you. The fourth bowl, the sixth bowl that you smoke, I mean, you've got
You're combining a bunch of effects.
Exactly.
And
Plus the blunt I smoked like 3 hours before we started this testing process.
That's right. And then I decided that I wanted a beer, and or I fell asleep for a while, or then I had it. While I think it's fun, I think it's a lot of fun, and people have a lot of fun. I just don't know that the winners it necessarily means anything.
Well, it's the same as like, you've got a number one hit. You're a musician, you sang a song, it's whatever, and it made it to number one, and somebody beat you next week. It's all kind of that. So they can say, I've had a number one hit. And it's like, that's your only hit.
But if it's based on how many people downloaded my song, then that means something. So if
that's capitalism, baby. That's
right, but if my song is number one because 3 million people downloaded it this month, and your song is number two, and
yeah.
2,700,000 people downloaded, like, that's more concrete than I like the song better, so I'm gonna make sure that it reaches number one.
And I think the same
I
thing
like
works
it.
with the weed sales. I mean, with the weed, because it can be sold. So somebody who goes, I have the best golden goat in the town, well, apparently their golden goat's going to leave their store faster than the golden goat across the street that's not as good.
Well, certainly, but if I say
But then
my
it's all
golden-
going to be gone eventually anyway.
If I say my golden goat won the Georgia Edson Cup, people are going to be like, oh, man, that won the Georgia Edson Cup. I'm going to go and buy that golden
Even
goat.
though that could be made up.
I mean,
Well, if they all
No,
are,
that's
to
could
begin
be
with.
real.
Like they're all like
Yeah.
they're all
They all started somewhere.
right.
the
Like,
Oscars are made up. They just got prestigious over time.
Exactly. That's
Exactly.
it. Exactly. It's not like it means anything. It's not like they're getting a chunk of gold where it's like, oh shit, this fucking means something. It's
Right.
like some statue. Somebody said, hey, let's honor some motherfuckers so people will look at us and give us some credit. Let's honor you. And that's. I mean, I did car shows for a long time.
And they probably give away cool prizes for winning these things too.
Right. Oh yeah, because we did car shows. You know, we honor people that have really cool cars because we just want to be involved because I can't afford to have $80,000, put into my Toyota in 1 month. But I like to look at those cars, so you drag them all out and you get them to do what you want them to do. You throw that event, and then people can go and say, "I won this trophy at this thing."
Right.
And we're a company that didn't mean anything. We were just a couple of people that did this. That's all these things really are.
And I'm not saying that I don't think that they're fun and wonderful or whatever. It's just at the point in time that every day I feel like I'm hearing about a brand new competition. And certainly, I mean, obviously with the fiasco that was the High Times Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam this year, we certainly do need to be looking for other venues to be able to showcase product. But man, at what point do they get prestigious? At what point does somebody care? I don't know.
After about a couple hundred follows on Facebook.
Right, exactly.
Well, you
Exactly.
care
Well,
when
it's
you're
at the
going to get
Cannabis
involved.
Cup,
But as
the
soon
biggest,
as you've been there and done
most
that, it's nothing.
That's right. It was just me thinking, just kind of thinking.
No, I mean that's a good question. I never really fall in doozy to the whole this is award winning because honestly, if it was award winning, like it's gonna change next month. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's-
Like
it's
somebody
not
had
the same.
Yeah, if you have the award winning technique, yeah, but the dirt's gonna change, the plant's gonna change. Next week it's just gonna be another bag of weed.
Bag of weed. I don't pay for that either. I can't sing that
I won a
song.
cannabis cup with Top Shelf in 2012 for 707 headbands. That strain still exists, but
That bag of weed doesn't.
the bag of weed that we ran doesn't.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste the exact same. And it's not, so it doesn't entirely matter, but it got us a whole lot of business
Right.
as Top Shelf because we have a cannabis cup trophy,
That's right.
which,
It's cool.
when
I
you
mean,
really want to win one, it's really cool. And then you win one and then you're just holding it. It's just the cup itself,
It's not what you think it's going to be.
correct.
But it is good for business, and I think that's kind of what those things are all about. The people who are throwing the cups and the people who are entering the cups. Really, it's kind of all about business.
Yeah, it's marketing. I mean, like, there's no different than marketing. I think it has, like, an advertising feel
Sure.
to it. And then if you have, like, you think even the cups themselves, if they have 10 or 15 dispensaries go in, and each dispensary has 10 or 15 people watching, you know what I'm saying? Where
That's right.
this 200 this year, 500 next year, 1,000 people, then the cup slowly but surely progresses to be a prestigious award.
Meaningful. That's right. Interesting. So, iCannabis Radio. This week, the Adam Dunn Show is going to be leaving iCannabis Radio. So this is the last month of the Adam Dunn Show. But don't worry, we still have the Hemp Connoisseur. If you guys are interested in doing a show, if anyone wants to start a show, please don't hesitate to contact us at iCannabis Radio. We'd love to show you how it's done and get you started. It's a lot of fun.
It really is. You could do anything you want. I mean, we're pretty tame, but if you remember back with Sex Pot Radio, we're just getting to be Howard Stern crazy. We start to bring in people. We're doing weird things, and it was just amping up to get even crazier because the internet is still a fairly free place. So enjoy that while you can.
That's right.
So if you've got an idea in your head, it's time to get it out and make it a reality.
Absolutely. I want to thank our sponsors, Edson Maton and Matt's, Noda Urban Garden Supply, Medical Marijuana of the Rockies. We're going to have Jerry on the show soon. Run on Grass, and of course, Couple Collmore and Company. I want to give you a highlight that on January 12th, we're going to have the folks from Can Labs in to talk about what they're seeing and testing and get an idea of what their process is and how they test the product that they test. So that should be fun.
Nice.
That's January 12th.
I don't think we really did a year in review, did we?
No,
We just did. We're ADD.
we'll do it.
But that's okay because we got another show or 2 or 3 before the month is over to really get a good year in review.
I want to
lined
get
up.
confirmation. My birthday's next month, and it's on a Monday.
Oh, you have to be here. That's
Okay.
interns. No, interns.
Can I-
Bullshit. You have to be here.
I wasn't gonna ask. I wasn't gonna ask to be out. I was gonna ask if I can come shit faced, wasted.
I'd love it.
Hammer time.
I'd
You
love it.
bring poop cake.
Yeah, I don't want poop cake. I want 2.
We're gonna make it.
I want 2 girl crutches. I want just.
Can I pick the girls?
I mean,
Can I pick the girls? I got some in mind.
no.
What?
No.
We really know?
I mean, no. I have to say no because I'm gonna have to get special requests from these people, and I don't think the people that you pick are gonna adhere
You
to
don't
my
trust that I
special,
would-
special request. It's my birthday.
This man needs birthday sex. These crutches are for more
I didn't
than
say
crutches.
that.
I'm saying
I
this.
didn't say that.
I'm only saying this because that's how I see it.
I can't believe Ronell wouldn't think that I would pick good crutches for him.
I didn't say that they would. They would be probably amazing crutches, but the overtime they would have to put in, they may not be willing to talk about.
All right, we'll figure this out off air.
All right.
Getting a little illegal. I don't know.
We'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening.
Have a beautiful week. Good night.
And also. And also, and also, it will soon be a year of recreational stores, marijuana stores open.
Sales, yeah.
And it's interesting. I want to talk about all the things that have happened, the famine and the scourge, plague.
I actually saw the seventh circle of hell open up.